Hello guys, today we'll be making a video for showing you the programs for the various star patterns. This is one of the most basic and the most frequent problems which is being asked in your college exams as well as the interviews when you are applying for the jobs. So in this video, I'll be covering four star patterns. The first one is the upper right pattern. These. The second one is the lower left pattern, that is this one. The third one and fourth one, upper left and lower right. Don't worry about the terminology. You will be given the star patterns in case you are not clear with the names. So without further ado, let's start with the first one, that is the upper right one. So before starting a star pattern problem, we'll have to know how many number of rows we will have to print the stars in. So let's take the example of one which is displayed here. There are total number of 5 rows. We will assign it to a variable n, that is number of rows. After assigning the number of rows, what we will do is we'll just run a for loop from value 1. We'll assign this value to row is equals to 1 till row equals to row less than equals to 5, and the increment operator to do the same, that is row plus plus, right? The aim is to let this row variable run for each step of the row, that is for row 1 here, for row 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. Now we want to achieve the star to be printed. So to print the star, we have to check for the first row, we need only one star, right? But for the second row onwards, we need 2, 3, 4, and 5, that is equal to the variable of the row. So what we will do is we will use a repeat function, which is given in JavaScript for string, and we will put the row variable here. What the repeat function is doing is it will take the string, that is the star here, and it will repeat the number of times which is passed here inside it. So the number of times will vary from row is equals to 1 initially, that is 1 time, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's try running this program. Okay, I'll just change this value to n. Yeah, so let's try running this program here. Yeah, as you can see on the screen, the star pattern is printed in the correct manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Similarly, let's comment this one out. And second, turn to the next function, that is the lower left. Again, we will be taking the number of rows. I would like to pay your attention to this part here. We will take the variable row equal to the number of stars which are there. So for the first line, there are 5 stars in a row. So we'll take the value of the row to 5. We will run it till it is greater than equal to 1 and row minus minus, right? So the aim is to print 5 stars, then 4 row minus minus 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 star, and lastly 1 star. Let's come to the console.log part. We'll put a star here. Dot will use again the repeat function, and now we will just put row here. So this program, I'll just clear the output window. This program will just give us lower left pattern 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now these two patterns are a bit simpler, but the rest two are a bit tricky. So let's come on to the rest two. Yeah, the third one is this one. I'll just put it slightly down. Upper left. Yeah. So on the first glance, this seems pretty normal, right? You have to print 1 star at the beginning, the first row, 2 stars, second row, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars. Right? It seems very simple. But the console which we are using to print anything, it always starts from the beginning of the line. So before printing the star, there are 4 spaces here. After that, there is 1 star. If we check again for the second row, there's 3 spaces. there are two spaces, there are one spaces, and lastly in the last line there are zero spaces. So we'll have to print spaces as well as the stars. So again, we'll take just the value for total number of rows to be printed as 5 only. Okay, and again we'll be using the for function, for loop. Let row, we have to print stars from 1 to 5. We'll again take row value as 1. Row has to be less than yeah, less than equal to n and row plus plus. Now comes the tricky part, right? Console.log. What do we log in here? We have to print the spaces first, and then we have to print the star. But what do we pass in the repeat function? Okay, let's just check. If we print it like this, what it will do is it will print the space first for, let's say, whatever times repeat is passing, and just after that it will print the stars, and it will again repeat the stars also. So the question here is to decide what do we pass inside this repeat function to get the number of rows. Okay, there are four number of rows. If we again check n minus row part, it will give us 4. Row will increase n minus 2, that is 3. So it is 4 spaces, 3 spaces, 2 spaces, 1 spaces. So we'll just put n minus row here. That will give us the spaces. And for the star, we'll just put the variable of row here. Let's just test our functionality. Yeah, it works. This is the upper left pattern. Now similarly, for the lower left pattern, let's just go down for a bit. Yeah, and come here. Yeah. So for the lower right pattern, again, we'll take the number of rows. We'll use a for loop and let use row. Again, the stars are 5 in the first one, 5 to 1. We'll start from 5. We'll reduce to 1 and row minus minus. Right? The trickier part is here, console.log. We'll print the, okay. As some of you might be thinking that there are no spaces here in the first line, right? But no space means a zero space. As we can see, the space number is increasing in the other ones. That is 1 space, 2 spaces, 3 spaces, and finally 4 spaces, right? So the space is ranging from 0 to 4 in this one. So what do we put for the space to be repeated as, right? We have to put some variable here. So n minus row right now gives us 0. Further, as the loop progresses, the value of row will reduce. It becomes 4. So 5 minus 4, it gives us 1. 5 minus 3, it gives us 2. As you can see, the same is happening here. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this will give us the spaces here. Now, just ahead of it, we need to print the stars. So we'll repeat it to the number of times of row, as we have always been doing. Let me clear the window. Let me run the test case. As we can see, the lower right caption is this pattern is printed onto the output page. That's all for today. I hope you learned a bit about the star patterns. Let me know in case you are stuck anywhere or you want me to explain any more star patterns or any other programs. Thank you. Please like, subscribe. Have a good day. Have a great day.